You want a wild take? I watched Big George Foreman on the plane, and it is now my favorite boxing movie, even more so than Rocky.
We were talking about
That
this.
movie is so good.
Dude, Big George Foreman, the idea of becoming a fucking a champion at 45. You are retired. Boxers are retired by 34 now.
Yeah.
That's when you've peaked most of the time. Heavier weights, you get a little longer because you're just focusing on power. Lighter weights, late 20s, you're gone. Like, you're like, no, you can't box anymore.
You can't keep up with those young. Yeah.
George Foreman, boxer, heavyweight, did his time during the fucking Ali time
for 10 years.
pastor broke. And then
He
comes
went
back.
broke?
Yeah. He was like, I don't know how to make money.
He had a money guy, and the money guy kind of fucked him. He lost all
Seems to be
this
a
money.
common
And he was
trend
like
in
running.
Hollywood.
He was
And
like running
boxing.
a youth community center, and he wanted to be able to keep the community center open. So
He's a good dude.
He went back to pro boxing after
make
10
money.
years off to make money to keep this community center open, and then goes and wins the title at 45 years old.
And when he went back into
Yeah.
the sport, what's crazy is he adopted a new fighting style. That's why he shells like this. He's like, well, where were my struggles? I get winded when I was younger, and my defense sucks. So I'm going to do this. And it's his fucking fighting style now. He goes like this. It's just
George Foreman, I'm just going to stand in the pocket, and when you get close to me, I'm going to hit you with a fucking freight train of a punch. That's his whole strategy.
It was, dude, you've seen the footage of hitting the 300-pound. He had a 300-pound heavyweight bag. Your heavyweight bag is your standard one. When you hit it and you're like, man, that's a fucking heavy one. It's 100 pounds. This dude had a 300-pound bag. And when you watch those videos of him hitting it, it's absolutely terrifying watching this big black dude just like it looks like he's barely moving that bag. It's like, grr! It's just like swinging.
It's like anime character fucking, it's insane.
And you should be like this. And then the dude's like,
Yeah.
like, fly away.
It's legit. Foreman's
Jesus.
a fucking man.
So, and then he got back. He won all the championships for his knockout power and just taking
And then
it.
he became like this. He was doing all this stuff to make money to try to keep it open. And one of the things he did was he like signed a deal with this like fucking barbecue and grill company.
Yeah, obviously.
Didn't,
burning
didn't
fat.
make any fucking money. So then he's like, fucking, I got to go back to boxing. So he goes back to boxing. Well, he starts winning. And then then the whole country gets behind him because it's like 45-year-old dude getting out there with the fucking dad bod, just fucking starching dudes. so he becomes like this phenom, and then that makes the whole grill thing take off. So then he's making money from that, and he's making money from boxing, and it's really cool.
They did it in the movie when he sits down. It's like, Mr. George, this grill thing seems to be taking off. He's like, who's going to buy a grill with me as the spokesman for Burning Fat? Because he was a big dad bod. Made millions of dollars. It just started printing money from him. So he became like worth $500 million. He sold it for like $200 million back in the 90s.
Damn.
80s? Yeah, 200 mil back in the day.
Well, like the movie's super good though. Like,
Is it? Like, we're gonna watch it.
They
I
copy,
wanna know.
like they copy, like you could like see all these famous pictures of him training, and they like even copy the outfits from like that era of his training. And the actor that played him did a fucking awesome job. It was a really good movie. I liked it a lot.
Damn.
All his kids. Do you know his kids' names, Batty?
Are they all George?
George Jr., George the Third.
George the Fourth, George. How many Georges does he have? There's like
I think he had 5 or 6 sons and 1 daughter.
they were all George.
What's her name? Like Georgia?
I don't know.
Georgia, yeah, Georgina the First. Little Georgina. It's a really cool story though. If you watch his entire climb through, hey, I'm retiring. I need money. I'm coming back, and this is the only way I know how to make money. So here's my second chance of it, and then becoming an actual world champ. It's a dope story. And it's real, which is fucking mind blowing. I love boxing. God, I love boxing.
It was so cool.